Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Iratus, Wrath of the Necromancer on Eternal Harvest 3. We resume our grim harvest after a grim episode. We lost many friends, some of them who could have been saved, maybe, and some who were destined to die, like Artorias, who died in 2 shots. But it is important to take a deep breath and remind ourselves that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. So, the solution, of course, to be even more confident. So I have a few crazy ideas to try and survive, but if these don't work, we do have some good old reliables to fall back upon that I'll talk about in a moment. So, first things first, thank you, Alex Nikiforov, for your reassurance. Last time we fought triple hoplite, and apparently this is actually a very tricky fight. So I'm glad that I'm not alone in being terrified. And it did seem pretty tough, so according to them, we should have some easier encounters moving forward as long as we aren't fighting triple or, the dark gods forbid, quadruple hoplites. I've talked a little bit about Scott's theory about artifacts and tossing artifacts and getting back from the dead lake. So today, aside from our desperate attempt to survive, we're going to throw away an item and see if the dead lake gives it back to us. So let's toss away this insurance deal. Now, he did go on to say that it didn't happen immediately, like the first combat afterwards it wouldn't happen, but the next item that the dead lake would spew out would, in fact, be the item that was tossed away. So we'll see if the insurance deal returns to us. That's very much like an insurance deal, isn't it? Once you lose that, it's gone. You may have noticed that our items here are a little different, and that's because I'm scared. Yeah. It's time to be afraid. Time to be afraid. So, how are we going to take this fear and push it into more overconfidence? Well, by doing something I didn't think I was going to do. We have been sitting on this Banshee for a long time. She was level 22. And now she's level 49, courtesy of our final high-level brain. Ruh-roh. And what does the Banshee do exactly? The Banshee, by tradition standard, which is not what we are, is a stress support character. But we are going to be playing my favorite incarnation of the Banshee, also known as Murder Banshee. It just rolls right off the tongue, you know? So let's talk real quick about her abilities, how we've upgraded them, and how we're going to use good old Alauhi, the evil witch queen of Pohjola, in the Finnish epic, the Kalevala. I made this name myself because I didn't have something for a Banshee. But here we go. Her first attack is Scream. It is a stress attack that can be used from any position, deals 100% stress damage, and moves the target to a random position. So she's actually quite good at interrupting stances without interrupting stances. Upgrade this into Paralyzing Scream, which gives her 3 accuracy and will cause the target to lose 18 evasion for 3 turns. Pretty nifty, especially on this floor where we're going to encounter some very evasive foes. She has a stance that she can be used in the 3rd or 4th position that will move her backwards, and any enemy that moves, she will hit for 50% stress damage. We upgraded that to make it so that when she enters this stance, she gains 1 block and 1 ward. Of course, we probably will not be using this, but it is a way that we can kind of get her to survive if she is ever in danger and not one-shot. Absorb Fear. This is a strange ability that I've never really used, but we might actually be using it as an emergency this run. It restores the target to full sanity and gives Iratus mana equal to 20% of the restored sanity. We upgrade that into Absorb Terror, which just increases it from 20 to 25% mana. You can upgrade this to do Wrath, but we have so much Wrath generation that I don't think it's necessary. And we might just come to a point where, like, you know, we Finger of Death someone, whatever. We restore their sanity, get mana back, and we can Finger of Death them again, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. It's an option. Wail. All minions gain 14 dread for the next attack. It does not stack. We've gone and given this to Deafening Wail, which is 14 dread and 14 attack. But we probably won't be pressing this button at all. Nah. Soprano. This is probably the most useful of the Banshee's abilities, I think anyway, in like a debuff sort of build. It is a stress attack that will hit all enemies, and they will lose 6 attack for their next action. Doesn't stack. That doesn't stack is actually really important because it'd be really strong if it did, because you can we've taken the upgrade that the enemies will lose 6 attack and 12 evasion for the next action. You can make it so they lose 8 attack, but I think evasion is way more important to reduce. And, the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme, that's what I was working, that's where I was going, of the Murder Banshee.
Bone, strengthen the flesh, blacken the spirit,
Yes. The creme de la creme of the Murder Banshee is her Howl. This is a magic attack, so it's actually her only vigor attacking ability that will stun the first 2 targets in the position, in the first 2 targets. And this is very important. I was sitting here debating, how are we going to survive? Well, why not just take away enemies' turns? The damage here is actually kind of respectable, especially since we went into Shattering Howl, which increases scaling from 100% to 125%. And her attack scales stupidly well. It's 6 points each upgrade. And of course we can use the Spirit Spear to make that even higher. But the enemies that have resistance anyway, have so much resistance that might not come into play. Although, one of the reasons I think we can really make this work is because of Girly Card. The primary ability we're using with her is Terror Blast, which is a magical attack, so it can strip the wards of a single target very easily, and it will cause them to lose all resistance. So we might actually be able to scale this better than I initially thought. I just put those 2 pieces together. This is why talking things out is usually a good idea. So Girly Card is remaining. Alucard's female form? I was going to say alternative, but it's definitely still Alucard. And hopefully, with her 3 block and 3 ward, she'll be fine. Karnania II has come out of retirement because I need him. This bone ward's going to go a long way. We learned that. It's going to go far. And of course, Suflatus is here to continue. I was going to say cheese, but to continue our strategy. Brian Garces actually had a tremendously good point. I was calling the whole Finger of Death, insta-kill thing a cheese, which some might think it is, but the reason I was thinking that is because I was thinking of the old Finger of Death, which I think spell power reduced its cost. Like, Finger of Death did not work like this almost at all. Like, the only consistency is it dealt a ridiculous amount of damage and removed blocked and wards. But you basically rush Finger of Death and then go with the Shade and their old Void Claw and just one-shot people starting on like floor 3 or something. It doesn't work that way anymore. There's a lot more into it than what used to be. And so, thank you, Brian, for providing that perspective that I didn't have, because of course I played with the old Finger of Death and had a lot of fun. But we've moved on to the present, and we must live in the present. Now, you may have noticed Karnania had some green items here, and so does Larry. The reason, besides the fact that we're low on parts, is because I want to use the Amulet of Perfection. We learned, the hard way, that minions need to survive, and the Amulet of Perfection will give any minion that has 4 uncommon parts or better, plus 20 vigor. The wording here is really weird, so I always have to change it in my head. Which means that Karnania II, Lauhi, and Suflatus will get plus 20 vigor, which hopefully could save them from impending doom. Girly Card, of course, is unaffected by this, but hopefully she's just back there and out of the way of harm enough that doesn't really matter. I mean, in a perfect world, Karnania can just keep spamming on Lauhi and we'd never have to see this save someone, but it's there in case it's needed. I still have the Shackles of War equipped. I don't know if I want to, but I'm afraid that we'll Finger of Death someone, get them 50% sanity, and they'll become inspired or some stupid thing, or Girly Card will whittle someone down with her Crow Paw and then they'll become inspired. I'm just afraid. And so I'm keeping this here for now. We'll see how things play out. I've replaced the Spirit Spear with the Bloody Horn. We might put the Spirit Spear back for Lauhi, especially now that I've thought about Girly Card's interaction. But Girly Card doesn't need to deal damage, that's not her gig. Suflatus is already stacked. Karnania doesn't do damage, he probably wouldn't hit anything anyway. So just be for Lauhi if we thought about it. And I've unequipped the Spirit Chainmail, which I would still like to have equipped, but again, I'm afraid. And we've equipped the Robes of Potence. I think this is one of the best robes in the game. Obviously, unstable armor is also super good, and we might be using that. But the reason I went the Robes of Potence is because the Banshee had her base evasion buffed, and I didn't realize how big of a buff that was. With max points, she's sitting at 73 evasion. With the Robes of Potence, that is going to be 81 evasion. She's going to be pretty evasive. There are a few things on this floor that can still hit her, namely the Amazon and the Monk, I think, and maybe the Ronin. But this does give her a much better chance than Sarthariel, who's sitting at like 55. So, we'll see if this is enough. Her items, this one, the Orb of Negation, we've seen it before. The Lauhi becomes immune to debuffs. This includes annoying things like stun and sleep. I don't actually think there's sleep on this floor, but you get the point. I'm looking to replace this, but I have no idea what to replace it with. Like, if we find another Warrior Bones, that might just go here. But Drop of Divinity? Maybe if we got that back, that would have been nice. Rest in peace, Leparca. But the important thing for the Banshee's survival, maybe, this might change, is that whenever someone attacks and misses, the Banshee will restore 20% of her vigor. So you can use this with our high levels of evasion on lower floors to just laugh at enemies as they miss you and you heal. Will that be as relevant this time? I don't know. I don't know. And I hope so. But the reason we have the Bloody Horn, instead of anything else really, is because Lauhi's Shattering Howl costs 50 Wrath. That'll be 40. Oh, I just realized something terrible. Lauhi's Shattering Howl is 40 Wrath. Girlycart's Terror Blast is 10. And Suflatus' thing is 55. We are a Wrath-hungry composition without a hardcore Wrath regeneration. So, I think we might be making a few... I can make one.
Perfection takes time and proper ingredients.
And because I'm a glutton for punishment, we're going to go to the right. Because that's where all the coffins are. Sometimes I worry for myself. Now, as for what we're going to get here, I'm kind of inclined... We have a backup Hourglass, we have a backup Slipper, we have a backup Phantom Clothes. So I think we just get a second stack of bones in case Karnania falls over. Which I hope he doesn't, because he's the only one with our Warrior Bones at the moment. Which I think will go a long way to survival. Then hey. Hoplite, Healer, Hoplite. We can make this work. This can work. Question mark? Maybe? Do I want the rose for this then? Nah, we'll just go with this and we'll see how the numbers pan out. Okay. 5 block and ward on this level. Are you serious? To redirect attack from an ally standing directly behind them. Oh, also I gave Karnania a bunch of initiative. Like, I think I capped his initiative. He's sitting at 11. Because I figured... Yeah, look at that. Suflatus is 162 vigor. Do you have any resistance, Hoplites? No, neither does the healer. Okay. So I'm thinking with this, either I Finger of Death the first Hoplite. No. I play only one way. This is dumb. Don't do it. Either I Finger of Death the Hoplite, and then I kill him on Suflatus' turn when I generate the Wrath, or I Finger of Death the healer, and try to kill him somehow. But the Hoplites are going to perma redirect. So my chance is to Finger of Death the Hoplite. What if I don't?
Death.
You know? What if I just don't? Now, I mean, this says doesn't miss. Does that? Okay, right. Done.
Make them suffer.
Can you remove debuffs? Panic. See, that's why I kept the shackles. Well, that can still work. Gonna delay here. Hunter Vigor, Insanity each turn. Holy crap. That's a lot.
Don't know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Bony weather incoming. I'm a thinking.
Carve open their husks.
Sorry, I really am thinking a lot. This guy is dead. So I guess I could just debuff them? Or buff us? Or do both? I want him to die, and then I want to stun both of them. That's my play. Giving you the play-by-play. Guess I can start shooting you? No. So you're healed, and you skipped your turn because you panicked. You died.
More materials. I didn't think it would be this easy.
Now we heal. And then we go in. No turns for you. I want to generate Wrath with this. Man, I really don't need to. How much does this hit you for? I'll still give you a mana back. That was the goal, anyway. So I guess now the issue is I am so wrath-starved. Just like an unholy amount of wrath starvation is happening right now. But I'm winning.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
I just had a thought. And it's not a good thought. Well, it is a good thought, but it's not. Oh.
Terror will overflow.
It might be time to see an old friend. Oh, I can't stun you. That is unfortunate. I didn't think about that. Well, I did. Bye! Okay. Well, this went well. I mean, we managed to achieve our goals, right? Like, nothing here is that far out of the ordinary. Wait, what? Nothing here is alarming. That's how I should put it. I want my mana back, bro.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Okay. Good plan.
As your
It worked.
suffering ends, your service begins.
So my thought here is we basically just controlled them until they were dead using the Shattering Howl. Now, it is unusual that there are only 3 enemies and not 4, which could put this into a bit of a... could throw in a wrench or two. But what if we bring back... He's technically right here. I'm Mictlantecuhtli. Now, the concern with Mictlantecuhtli is it goes a few directions. Concern 1, no block and ward. Concern 2, I'm thinking dumb thoughts. Don't think stupid thoughts. Meh. When you have an idea, you just gotta throw it against the wall and see if it sticks. Mictlantecuhtli, my good friend. Welcome back. Am I really gonna commit? I shouldn't, but I want to. You can actually have a lot of accuracy too, that's pretty good. Look how much vigor you can get. Wow. That's because that's all of your survivability. Have you learned your lesson? No. Why? Have you learned your lesson? Why? Do you think I did? This is dumb. Do not attempt this at home, my good friends. Wow. Okay. So a few changes need to happen. First of all, this needs to come out.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
And we're now less mana starved. We did get one panic. Whatchamacallit? Not panic, but one. Well, it was panicked. One insanity, so it might be time to bring in the spear and see what we can do with it. I think I am going to save up for Battle Eternal. I've never used this, but there might, you know, sometimes there's a place. Oh, wouldn't this just be... You son of... Oh. I knew it was going to happen too. I knew it. I'm like, you know what? Now that we've resurrected Mictlantecuhtli, the game's going to give us the ashes. It's just going to do it. The only thing flowing through my head are obscenities. Obscenities in 4 different languages.
I'll take it as tribute.
I tell the story a lot, but in Finnish, which I'm not fluent in, you can do a lot of extreme swearing by basically just merging, kind of like in German, you can merge all the swear words together to create a super duper swear sentence, basically. Now we just have one major problem that I can't really fix off the top of my head. And that is that, of course, Girly Card has no accuracy because we just replaced a mechanical eye. How do I fix that? I don't, do I? No. I can pray to the Dark Gods, but they're not going to answer. We all know that. Why am I dumb? Don't try this at home. What do you need? Oh, we're going to do flesh, right? Yeah, do a flesh. Do not try this at home. Disclaimer has been given.
It's no gold, but it will...
Your flesh and, I guess, heart. Don't try this at home, 'cause you never know what will happen when you run out of materials. I should just use that. All right. Girly Card. Please don't miss. Ever. Attack still doesn't matter. You just need to not miss. So she's at 131 accuracy. I need you to stay alive. For the love of all that's holy, please don't die. This combat, double healer, hoplite. None of this really helps me. Let's see how screwed we are. Battle. I'm worried. Our team is like a flower in the wind. Beautiful, ephemeral, and wilts the moment you touch it. So, how this build works, you're going to love it. It's Beautiful. Ready? Set.
Death.
Go.
Perish.
Yep, there it is. So 5 stacks of Cropop, 5 stacks of Ashes of the Burned Witch. I'm going to delay because then I can freeze them. I can stun these two. Oh, yeah, do it. Yep. Everyone saw that coming, right? So now he has 2 buffs. I can't really remove that, or this block, so I'm just going to slap. It's fine. Now we stun. Now we protect Make-Not the Cutely again. That's basically Karnania's job now, by the way. He's never doing anything else.
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
And slap. Not bad. Not bad. So I do have a new concern. Mana. Using the Finger of Death with no Essence of Mind. Turns out it's just a tiny bit sketch. Just a tiny bit. You know, we've kind of deviated from the plan. You know, it's really annoying. I guess I'm going to delay now. I could slap you. I'm actually curious, will this mending go off before that? Is it worth being screwed for my curiosity? Maybe.
You're frail.
You need more initiative, Make-Not the Cutely. You are slow. Alrighty. And that's what we were waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. The 590 coming in hot from downtown. Panic. Alright, could you please... So now you're wondering, how do you plan on getting rid of this 5 ward without Finger of Death? That's a great question. And I can't say that I know the answer. Well, to be fair, I do know the answer. Oh, it feels bad. But that's the answer. Now, the problem, because there is a problem, is that Make-Not the Cutely can't get through this. This is 5 block. That is an obscene amount of block. So we're not getting through that anytime soon anyway. Also, apparently my dog was in my room. Did you know that? I didn't know that. But need to get her out.
Still be enough left to reanimate.
Or maybe not. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about how bad she wants to get out. I could just set him on fire again? A complication has arisen. An unsurprising complication, mind you, but a complication nevertheless. Although I suppose... The question now is, do we even need Lauhi? Because Lauhi was here to try and provide control. How big is this going to hit? I guess. Where's the sharpened bone when you need it? That'd be the way around this, wouldn't it?
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
Yes, it would. The sharpened bone. Alright, this can be perfected.
Outcome.
This can be... Random enemy loses 30 luck. This can be improved. It is the insurance deal! Ho ho ho! Does that prove? Well, there's no proof. Just yet. Let's toss... Did I toss it again? Let's toss the Pharaoh Mask. Let's see if we can replicate that. Now, I said I was going to get Battle Eternal. I said I was going to get Battle Eternal. Let's do it, I guess. Sure.
I need nothing but my anger to purge this world.
I mean, what else am I going to do? Okay, hear me out. We know frontline... We know Frontline Reaper does not end particularly well. Rest in peace, Laparga. What about Frontline Fallen Dampier? I actually know the answer to this question. But I wish I didn't. Now, I was actually debating where to go here when I was looking at it from the map. Like, do we want to go up here? Do we want to go this way? And because I have no mana, we're actually going to use a fountain. Take a screenshot, because it's not very often we actually get use out of a fountain. And now we have an actual combat ahead of us. This is going to be a real test of our power. I need the Spirit Spear for Miklanthakirli. Unfortunately. I'd love to have the Spirit Armor as well. But sometimes you can't get what you want. I don't know if the Halo of Chaos is working, is my biggest concern, I would say. And as for your initiative, I can't fix that, can I? No, you're just stuck there. Okay, that's fine. Everything is fine. We just need to keep Miklanthakirli where he's safe, in the 4th position, away from everything that would do him harm. Oh, Monster Sanctuary has posted launch time. Does that mean it's launch time, or is it coming? Also, we need to fix our items up. I don't have enough wrath. Can I fix that? I kind of want to finger it at this hoplite and move on with our lives. I kind of want to really do that. But I also think I can just kill it. Be aware that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. You might be wondering why I didn't do anything. Good question. I'm afraid that if I do what I want to do, the healer's going to ruin it. And it did, kind of. Okay. I don't know if it's right of me, but I'm actually more afraid of the hoplite than I am the healer. So, I think we're going to stick with our plan here. And murder this thing. Which means I need Wrath before my next turn. Because it's 55. Oh, right. Jeez, I'll do it. I'll get you some Wrath. To be exact, I'll give you just enough Wrath.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
And now, I'd love to kill the Viking. I would love nothing more than to kill the Viking. But I think it's time that we take things a little slow. Slow it down. Slow down. I could just dispel, couldn't I? No, we'll use that. We'll also...
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Might be wondering, what happened? Oh, what happened indeed. Does this hit both? Yes, but I don't want to move. Oh, I'm so glad I gave you that. That's a lot of damage, Miklanthakirli. So, he is all without... Is he going to proc? No. Take that. Take that. Don't say anything. Nothing. Can I kill you? Girly card? If you would be so kind.
This will be your...
I don't know. Maybe I should have removed this. Did we determine... Okay. The heal didn't go off? Heal did not go off. Alright. I don't have enough wrath. Still don't have enough wrath. What does you do when you, after dying? Okay. Gains 1 attack for each 5% missing. What if I just kill you? Yeah, what do we, are we in agreement? We're just gonna nip this problem in the bud before it becomes one. I actually think Girly card can just kill you. Also, if I roll the 75%, hello? Just kidding.
Death to live.
Give me my mana. Alright. Well. And then there was Juan. I'm not going to do a whole lot by... Oh, so Solus pointed out that... A very good pointing out. That, Do I want to reposition here, or do I not care? That ignition ignores resistance. It does not ignore human delay. It ignores resistance, but it does not ignore damage reduction, such as this. You delay. Then we hail of T.
Know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather.
Ah, McLanta Koodley, I've missed you. Actually, I kind of want to delay, don't I? When you kill him, I want you to record it, so that I can fall asleep listening to it every night. Oh, the queen was so good. Hit me! I guess I just take this, don't I? I want my mana back. Meh. I'll take the Spirit Spear stack. Alright.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
I'm afraid, but we're surviving. All that's important. Sufflatus. Look, if 20 armor and 20 resistance didn't save La Parca, it's not going to save Sufflatus. Although, Solus also pointed out that the 20 armor on La Parca saved, or Sufflatus saved him from the Magister, who was for once a real boss. That was the hardest time I've had with a boss in a long time. We're slowly replenishing our parts. Oh, no. It's fine. It's fine.
It embellishes my undead features.
Part of me wants to be super greedy and put on the Spirit Chainmail. Just like uber, like 10 out of 10 level greed. And part of me is losing the battle to explain why I shouldn't do this. You know, we didn't lose health at all. What if we just turn just a tiny bit to that?
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previous.
So my options right now for amulets. Golden Rose is pretty nifty. The Ironheart is good only for our strategy of turn 1 Finger of Death Sufflatus kill. That's the only thing, because this... Oh, wait a minute. Screw that, we have this equipped. The Archmage Pendant, good for any battle that we think is going to last a long period of time. The Amulet of Perfection, good for defense. This can go away. Fortune Magnet's nifty. We are still observing to see if the... I'm so scared. I'm so afraid. Oh, there's so much fear in my heart right now. We're still observing the Dead Lake to see if it will decide... Oh, really? 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 We're really going to do this? You're really going to stand behind a hoplite? You coward! Craven! It's fine. We did this. We knew this was coming. Wait a minute, what? That just did a lot of damage. Anyway, We knew this was coming, so we're fine. Everything's okay. This is the Amazon. I know I didn't talk about her before I did my thing. She, as you can see, is a 2-space unit. Thankfully, she doesn't move twice. She cannot be moved, takes up 2 adjacent positions, and after dying, increases the accuracy of allies by 20 until the end of combat, cannot be removed. So basically, she helps counter any evasion builds, so Lauhi would be in a bit of a pickle against this boss, or this enemy. Also, fun fact, she is the only enemy in the game that gets up to 200%
Extinction of life.
accuracy. She's the only one. I don't know what to do here. Do I just mark someone? Here, don't hit girly card. You'll regret it. Okay, well. He listened. Does this give me mana back? No. Such a good ability, but it is unfortunate. Yes, burn. Yes, attack me.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
I've missed you. I've missed you so much.
Death.
I'm kind of hoping right now that... Yeah, okay. Bye! Yes, she got healed. Do I care? No, not really. Hey, look, shoot me.
Give them no mercy.
If you shoot me, I won't... Well, just kidding. I really... no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna be redirected. No, thank you. I would love nothing more than to get my mana back. Am I gonna drink a potion to do that? Yeah. I shouldn't have, because obviously it didn't deal...
Another step
You think I would have noticed that by now?
Kingdom.
Ooh, the mist robes. You think I would have noticed that by now? Ah, from the Dead Lake we got the Noblesman Guard. So we didn't get the Pharaoh Mask. Interesting. I wonder if it's just a higher chance to get something you threw away, or if that was really a coincidence. Coincidences are... I should probably use my... I should probably build this. But Am I afraid for anyone's safety? To be fair, a girly card could use some help. Doing what? Doing what, pray tell? Probably increasing this accuracy. This pretty low accuracy. It's pretty low, girly cards. It's getting down there. Okay. I saw it. Yep, I saw it. Welcome to the minion that counters the only strategy I've been relying on. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? There. We can do it, though. I believe.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
Wait a minute. Did my Finger of Death do more damage because of the golden rose? There's no way, right? It specifies minions. Hold on. We need to find something out here real quick. You might be wondering why I used the second skill torch. Well, it's because of this thing. Right here. The elite monk. Just the monk in general, really. Of course, you may look at this and go, well, he hits evasive targets, and he's pretty evasive himself, but what's really so alarming about this? It's this. Attacks ignore the target's armor, resistance, blocks, and wards. Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
Not dealing with that. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the Adept. The Adept actually is pretty useless. I have never been less intimidated by anything in this game than I am by the Adept. Is this Whenever a minion moves. Okay. Moves as in moves or moves as in acts? Let's find out. It's moves. Great. I don't move at all. Snap. He does magic crap, and then after he dies, he deals a small amount of damage. I'm not kidding when I say a small. Like, this is abysmal for a late unit, a late game unit. What am I going to do with you, Miss Amazon? I could interrupt it. What's this delay? You can delay too? She can shoot while in the stance too, which is kind of annoying.
Take everything,
but not horribly annoying.
you defend it.
Get your free stack. We're stacking this boy. Blood. Mole. I'm not gonna interrupt it. I really don't feel the need to interrupt it. I will give McLanthagutli a ward just in case. I think she has some weird magical attack. And I ain't putting up with that. I'm gonna do something out of curiosity here. Yeah, that was a magic attack. How? I don't know. So McLanthagutli.
Predestined.
Let us see the upper levels of your attack. Alright, 941 damage coming in from downtown.
Mine is the winning side.
Alright, well, the Ring of Decay. I'm satisfied. Yeah. I would say that I am satisfied. I think that's really the only thing to say. Yeah. So normally, whenever I go to steals, I always give it to Iratus. That's kind of my rule of thumb. But, we're at the point in the game where that's not the case anymore. Have fun, minions. Final battle for today. Shall we top it off with another Viking? Resistance. Resistance. I can get some more like a 31. Meh. Meh. It is nice when you crit, though. I will admit that. Girly cards. You know, I didn't believe in you for a while. I didn't believe in anyone for a while. We'd been abandoned by the dark gods. Our pursuit of power. Forsaken. But then, in our most dire hour, they reached out to us and bestowed upon us a gift. That cannot be described. Sorry, I was thinking about what I was going to do for this turn. What am I doing this turn? Yep.
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
Oh, that was cute. Did you move twice there?
My kingdom comes.
Don't do the one thing. Whoa, what? That wasn't all the dot damage. Okay. 557. The damage is getting up there. We're working our way to the tippy top. Oh yeah, we're also doing this. Lip. Aw, so close. And yet, so very far.
Carve open their husks.
All right. Should I give Girly Card a thing? Nah. Nah.
A sad display from mortal
Oh, Power
kind.
Fist. Hey, Solus. Mr. Shamananananan. Okay. We're still low in the resource department. We haven't seen a brain this entire episode. I can't see my own brain. Which I would say may or may not exist. But I think today went pretty well. It was a pretty good recovery, I would say. I'm going to max your initiative. Why? I can. Have some luck too. Why not? Wait, your luck? Your luck scales better too? Freaking rude, man. We could get the Blood Curse. That's 30 mana I'm not using for something else, though. You know? It's kind of my thing. Contra Shadows is funny. I mean, now we might be able to go towards Reign of Gore. But, next time, I don't think I'm going this way. There's a bunch of altars and stuff, but we don't have enough parts, I don't think. So I think we're going to keep going. We'll go up, and we'll go this way. We'll hit all the coffins to see... Well, we can't hit... We have to hit one of these. We can't hit both. I could hit this one and then swing around, but there's not a whole lot of cultist things I want, so I don't know. We'll think about it. But recovery is here. It feels good. Like I said, we're still low on resources, but I feel pretty unstoppable. Which, now that I've gone and said that, maybe I should have kept that thought to myself. Anyway, we'll see if that is the case. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Girly Card is finally online. This entire run, all I wanted was an Ashes of the Burned Witch. That was it. That was all I wanted. And we finally got it. 15 episodes in. You did good work. And next time, we're gonna burn down the world. And I better not miss a damn thing.